Hi guys, we arrived at our destination. We are here at the 2024 CSULB BFA Animation Gallery. Woo! So here we're in the main gallery room where all the senior student artists displays their hard-earned work. They poured their souls into this. So this semester's theme is destinations, where it's airplane theme color. There's postcards displayed everywhere, and each of the artists have stamps displayed, so you can collect stamps in your passport, which is really fun. Right now, we're in the main gallery room, which is the big room showing all the animators' work. And next to it is the smaller room, which is also the animation room. And across from this room is the photography room. And outside, it has displays of food like pastries, sandwiches, all that good stuff. There's also a TV showing the animators, basically like a reel of their hard work. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video showing everyone's beautiful work. Okay, so today I'm here with,
Emily Vu.
and what are you here for? What are you here today for?
Today is our senior gallery, and we're showing all our artwork along with our senior films.
I am one of the several seniors that made a film, but it's not just the seniors that made a film. All of the seniors that are pretty much in the BFA all have a little display here. And yeah, we're just finally celebrating getting through this really rigorous semester. But yeah, we finally pulled it off.
How are you feeling today about all this, all your hard work coming together?
It feels good. I got everything done. I'm just happy that the whole thing went smoothly in the end and that I can finally sleep for more than 4 hours.
No more all-nighters.
Exactly. Wow. Time to actually take care of my health.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Did you have a short film gonna be screened?
Yeah, it's called Conductor's Crescendo, and I guess like a short little snippet about it is like it's about a young, insecure music conductor who discovers his baton is actually a magic wand, and that allows him to do a lot of like magnificent things, but there's also like consequences with that as well.
So my short film is titled Leave Me Up on the Moon. I would say it's a drama first and foremost, and then everything else around it is sort of sci-fi. It's sort of very dialogue heavy. There's a lot of tension. It's very narrative driven. We did this whole process of writing the script, and we wrote it over and over and over again, chopping it. And now we have something that I think I'm really proud of because it's able to make people cry, and that's the whole point.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. How would you describe your short film?
It's a comedy. It describes life with ADHD, with the personification of ADHD as a hamster.
I love that.
Yeah. And it's overall just a nice lighthearted film to kind of show what it's like living with mental thing.
No, I'm looking forward to that, especially with like as a hamster. I want to see how you portray that emotion through that.
Oh, yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
He's a little bastard in my film.
It's amazing. How would you describe your artwork, or do you have any particular style?
Um, I wouldn't exactly say I have a particular style. I just really like making like props, mainly like weapons and stuff.
Would it be like 3D or like 2D sculpture?
It started off as 2D, but as I like practice more and more 3D, it just kind of like naturally evolved into more 3D stuff.
What software would you use for those like 3D?
Blender because it's free.
Yeah, Blender for the win.
Fucking go.
What was the most challenging part throughout the process as a director and an animator?
So I'm like not really an animator. I'm like more of like a pre-production student. I like to focus in like background art and background design. So I would say like that in itself is like a challenge as animation, but it was still like an enjoyable process for sure. I would say like a big struggle is like having to do a majority of the film yourself and like figure out what worked to like designate to like your teammates and everything.
So I would honestly say that being one of the two is honestly pretty easy. When you're given animation directions, it's difficult to do, but it's easy to like pull off once you have like proper direction, versus when you're a director, you're giving the directions and you're able to kind of have your hands in everything. Being a director, I had to get the voices together. I was also my own producer, so I kind of had to figure out funds for that. I had to get sound designers. I had to get all of these people together working under like one cohesive unit, and then I'm kind of the beating heart of the whole production. The problem happens is when I'm also lead animator, because both of those things take a lot of time, and together they become sort of a bit of a hassle to kind of like pull up and then also be guiding and then pull up and pull another scene and another scene and another scene. So I will honestly say both are really cool, but doing them together becomes a little strenuous.
Yeah. I witnessed that firsthand. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just kidding.
you know,
No,
you know.
I animated 49 out of 51 shots of my film.
Safe drive.
I had the smallest team of 4 artists and a composer and 2 voice actors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Throughout that whole thing, what was the most challenging part of it?
I think organization of time, because I worked on a senior film like every single year since my freshman year, and I kind of got an idea of like what my capabilities are and how much to rely on other people. Because I kept my team small because I knew most of my help was going to be near the end when there's going to be coloring and cleanup. But near the end, people are also working on their own projects, so it was hard. Like be like, hey, you know how you have your final? Well, ignore that and help me with my film really quick.
Just get the shot done at least.
No, exactly. So it was me just timing everything so I can finish as much as possible by myself.
Yeah. You said 51 shots or?
Well, there's 51 shots in my film. I roughed everything, but I only cleaned up 49 in terms of lines. And then I had 2 people color 3 scenes.
Wow. This is why we need to support artists and like come together as like the Avengers. Like we need to do that more. Like right now. I'm just kidding. So like how would you describe like the whole process of like the doing 3D with making the sculptures?
Usually it kind of starts off as me having like a really dumb idea, and I just start working off on it until like it actually starts making sense. Overall, though, it's just really fun, and I think that's like the most important thing for me. Whatever idea I do, as long as I think it's like cool or enjoyable, the entire process is like really seamless for me.
Yeah, for sure. So like I realized in your installation you have some like metal like sculptures. So how did you make those?
There's actually a blacksmithing class on campus. You see that brick wall over there? Right behind there are all the forges for the blacksmithing class. I don't know. I just heard that they had one on campus. I've always loved like medieval fantasy stuff. I was like, you know what? We're making a bunch of 3D weapons. Let's see if we can make metallic weapons in class too.
Nice.
So it's like immersive.
Oh wow. What advice would you give to someone who is new to this world and wants to be part of it?
So I would say definitely it's very easy to get like burnt out and everything, but like definitely just like practicing the fundamentals and like your foundation in art and just like keep going with it. That's like one of the things that I want to explore with my film and everything. Like pursuing something even if you're not inherently talented at it. If it's your dream, like keep pursuing it, and like you just need to find like ways to get better, I would say.
I would honestly say if you have any facet of interest about it, there is usually a place for you. There will usually be some spot that needs, regardless of where you are, that needs some sort of very niche talent.
Make a lot of friends. Like your friends are like gonna be so important to your process of like making your projects and everything. Just getting like criticism or feedback or like help and everything. Like your friends are like everything that you need to do art, I would say.
Yeah. Your friends got your back.
And a lot of it is underappreciated, right? You see the animation, and the animation is like the big thing that people look at, and it's the big thing that people pay attention to. But in reality, there's so much that goes behind it that feels missing when it's not there. Like you were the editor on my film, and you helped me do a fantastic job. Without your efforts, it doesn't work. It doesn't flow. Nothing about it can operate without all of those pieces working together. And if you don't have those pieces, you can't really make the best film that you can. You can't really make great art unless you really have your hands in whatever you're doing and have like a good passion about it.
Getting an idea of every aspect of the film really helps because as a director, you can get help from teachers, but overall, it's going to be your call for everything. And basic knowledge on how to do at least a little bit of everything will definitely help being able to communicate with others. Like, hey, I need you to do this for me, and this is exactly how I need you to do it. Because I found if you don't tell someone like exactly how you're going to do it, it's not going to get done the right way.
Yeah, I like from based on my experience, I realized how important it is to ask as many questions before you do the work because there's gonna be a lot of back and forth.
Oh, 100%.
So even if you're like somewhere in this world, even if you have like an interest in sound design or like a Foley artist, we had one of my classes was all about doing the sound, and we had somebody come in that's from Sony, the game division, and she was like a proper Foley artist, which is like the sounds of footsteps and stuff. And she gave us like huge insights to how niche that area is, but how crucial it can be for actual productions to work. And there's stuff like that everywhere that people don't really appreciate because all you're looking at is the animation.
I got help with the backgrounds. I think my funniest thing that happened with there is there was a shot where you'd see the back of a computer screen and then a desk and then the background. And for some reason, she thought the back of the computer screen was a corkboard on the background wall. And she thought the stand holding the computer was like a tiny computer. And I was like, okay, but you got the style right. But that box is the back.
That's so
And I just like I hate like giving negative advice. I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of good qualities here, but that's not a board.
The idea behind it is that like you don't really know how important things are because they're supposed to be invisible.
yeah.
But there is a place for you in that invisibleness, unless of course you want to do like the actual visual part. In that case, go for it. There's a place for you.
Do what you want, and obviously like listen to like the advice from like your peers and your professors and stuff, right? But ultimately, like at the end of the day, it's your art and your work, and I think that whatever you make should be like as close to as true to like what you want for yourself, right? The reason why I say that is because I think when I started like getting really serious about like the BFA and the art stuff, I think that I spent most of my time like listening to like, you know, all my friends and all my professors were telling me to do, but like they spread me out in so many different directions that after a while I didn't even know what I was doing anymore. But then like I was like, you know what, I like doing this, let's just keep running with it. I think all the parts would just fall into place eventually.
Do you have like any shout outs or any self promo?
Oh my gosh, I wanted to write down like an index card of like everyone on my team, but of course you, Ashley, my editor, Heidi, my amazing sound designer, Lauren, who was the music composer on my film, and everyone who like helped me with my 24-hour like film animation thing that I did. Miho, Sandra, Kari, Jackie, Lance, Catherine, Helen, Isa. I'm sorry if I forgot you. I don't hate you. But just know that I'm so appreciative of like all the friends who like worked on my film. Like it like meant so much to me. And like please follow them. I'll make sure that you like
Yeah, I'm gonna drop their ads right now. Ooh, like all over here.
I want to shout out to my background artist Taylor, the people who colored on my film, Agatha and Kat, and my other cleanup artist, Jasmine. Thank you for cleaning scene 13. I also like to thank my composer, Lucas, and my two voice actors, Finn and Kelsey.
Yay, perfect.
Not self promo, but I do want to thank literally all of the people that banded together to work on my film. I would not be here without you guys. I would not be here without my fellow filmmakers that were able to pull together, and we were all suffering together, especially these last 2 weeks. We were all under the same united, broken, falling apart roof. But we were all able to kind of like put our heads down and drill into it, pull it out, and get success. And I'm so happy and I'm so grateful for everybody that was willing to volunteer their time, for the people that I was able to reach out to and I was able to commission, how much effort they put into their stuff. It was a lot of hard work, but a lot of very gifted, talented people that made it all come together.
I'd say I'd shout out my friend Dante. I'm from San Francisco, and my homie, he drove at 7 a.m. down here just to see my gallery, and then he had to go straight back home for work. So he's a real one. I owe him dinner. So
That's Diego. Oh, actually,
Yes.
I have one more thing for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
One thing to do Wait, it's in the bag. Wait, wait, I'm so unprepared again. She saw me do this to two other people, so
I was casually stalking.
she knows what to do. So I'm gonna have you. Can you do the Disney Channel intro? But I want you to be like, my name is Diego, and you're watching "Leave Me Up on the Moon."
Oh my
Can you-
goodness.
But
Okay, okay.
instead of Disney ears, you could draw anything.
Let me see if I can pull this off. I'm gonna try to do like the character's head.
Oh,
Relax.
ooh, yeah.
Okay, okay.
My name is Emily Vu, and you are watching Conductor's Crescendo.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
My name is Theo Cabral, and thank you for watching another damn hamster day. And I'm gonna draw that hamster.
That was the most beautiful hamster I've ever seen.
I'm Diego Puma, and you are watching Leave Me Up on the Moon. Circle, and then smaller circle, box. Little antenna, and then a little brim around the circle. I think that's
I think that was perfect. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video appreciating all the senior BFA animation artists in CSULB, and I hope you enjoy this video. And yeah, support your peers and your artists, and thank you for watching.